But it wasn't
the problem with saying that anybody who steps foot over the line that is America and Mexico, or whatever the border is, that they get all of the rights that are entitled to American citizens under the Constitution.
No, but you do get due
is
process.
ridiculous. And I think under your worldview, everybody is essentially an undocumented citizen of America. And I really have a hard time believing that you would apply these same principles to any other country. If I cross into Mexico tomorrow and they deported me immediately, would you say that Mexico should give me due process?
Wait, does Mexico have Article 5 of the Constitution, which says that not citizens, but persons? You know what Article 5 says?
So what you're saying is that everybody gets all of the rights under the Constitution. We have to apply our Constitution to everybody of the world.
No, in the
can you
U.S.
let Adam finish?
Just anybody that crosses over.
In the U.S., Article 5 of the Constitution specifically says that all persons in the United States have due process. Now, the framers put persons rather than citizens, because it's not just citizens who deserve due process. All persons in the United States deserve due process. This has been upheld by multiple Supreme Court rulings. So what you're arguing for is creating a new class of people within America that have no due process whatsoever. What happens when you create a new class with no due process? You can justify putting anyone into that new class. What if I said that you were a gang member and I never gave you the chance to even defend yourself? Then boom, we deport you, and then I'm debating some MAGA person next month and they're like, oh, but Aldo was an MS-13 gang member. Like, you think that everybody should, obviously this is a bad example, but you get where I'm going, right? If you remove due process from one person, you can remove due process from anybody.
I think it's a great question. Let's talk about due process.
Sure.
Over the last 4 years under the Biden administration, upwards of 15 million illegal immigrants crossed into this country. Now, we have a process of immigration, and there are correct ways to do it, and there are incorrect ways to do it. Now, what you're saying is that those 15 million people, all of them deserve trials, all of them deserve our resources.
Not trials.
They deserve a hearing, right?
I mean, a hearing of some sort, but these can go quickly.
So 15 million people deserve trials. Now, we have another amendment in our Constitution, or a hearing. We have another amendment in our Constitution that guarantees the right of citizens to a speedy trial and that due process. And so the problem is, when we're saying that everybody that crossed our border the wrong way, and I hope none of you are disputing that, they did it the wrong way.
Sure.
That we have to now take our resources, which are paid for by the American people and are for the American people, now they have to wait because 15 million people decided overnight that they want to be Americans. That is not fair, and that does not respect the due process of American citizens. I went to the border at the height of the Joe Biden.
You do know that illegal immigrants also pay taxes, right? Like
some of them.
No,
I think that's
some of them pay taxes, but also 3 and 5.
This is all irrelevant if we're going to talk about being irrelevant.
Some of them pay taxes, but 3 and 5 illegal immigrants are on taxpayer-funded welfare. They are a drain on the systems, upwards of $160 billion annually. These are FBI statistics.
You can rattle off facts, but the Trump admin illegally deported someone.
Finish.
Sure.